So one, looking at various different tools on mobility, just kind of thinking in terms of operations and what's my best options that are going to help me apply this task.
We're going to be utilizing these platforms to go do work and carry out missions. Anything from search and rescue, in maybe the civilian sector, all the way through a military application to be able to go behind enemy lines in a low-vis signature and move quietly and efficiently and penetrate deep into enemy territory and conduct the operations that we need to be able to do. What our plan is to actually exercise some tactical movement, in effect live fire on some targeted positions in utilizing either one person on a bike or two people on a bike or all three bikes in conjunction to assault an objective.
Today with these Cristini bikes, we're really just focusing on ascending to a very high point on a hillside, traversing back and forth, using the terrain to our advantage, understanding throttle and speed, and really going up some steep inclines, probably close to 60, 70 degrees. They're fairly steep, and that's where the all-wheel drive platform really shined. With a just rear-wheel drive, you wouldn't be able to go up that terrain. Going up those ruts was really challenging because it's basically just like a deep hole that you got to stay in throughout the whole time, and you're going uphill. And the challenge with that is that one, you got to stay super forward on your bike, and then two, you can easily hit the sides of the rut, making you lose your balance and causing you to pop out of the rut and maybe bail. The afternoon was really spent incorporating combat scenarios into the all-wheel drive bike, adding a lot more load carriage, body armor, weapons, concealment suits like a ghillie suit. So we were fully loaded when we went out.
Ultimately, getting to the objective is only part of your job. The other part of the job is actually deploying a weapon system to go ahead and take care of whatever threat is in the area. So as we're moving, if we encounter threat, some of the things that we have to take into account is one is how are we going to deploy a weapon system? Do we have it on our back? Do we have it bladed across us? And then what to do if we do encounter that threat in order to stop the bike to go ahead and effectively and efficiently deploy the weapon system. There's a lot of different schools of logic on it, but at the end of the day, what you're going to have to do is something that's going to protect yourself and protect your equipment. If you can get a kickstand down, then you can also use the platform as a base in which to shoot from.
We went through two different protocols that we believe are pretty good protocols, where one person engages on the bike and you're just screaming out of there as fast as you can. That person never comes off bike. We went to the protocol, someone coming off bike, working that contact, while that biker moves off bike as fast as he can, puts the bike down and helps return fire. And then the third one we went into is person comes off bike, passenger does, that person screams out of there, gets to another location, that one person tries to suppress, engage and reduce and eliminate all threats, and then come back and pick his buddy up and get off the X. So those are the three that we did. You can use those platforms and those machines to maneuver an element, whether it's an observation team, a sniper team, a reconnaissance team, or a lead element into a location and allow them to provide some sort of overwatch. After seeing what the bikes do, after being behind the bikes, those machines are hands down phenomenal.